Morning peeps, is your boy Solo 6 back here with another video. And guys, today, guys and girls, I just wanted to talk, about a few things. Um, but first and foremost, wanted to cover a verse from the Bible. So this is Chronicles 34:29. Then the king called together all the elders of Judah and Jerusalem. It's short and very sweet, but at the same time, it has meaning. In decision making, you want to take time with the decisions that you make. You want to begin to visualize what you're trying to create, and in doing so, sometimes you might need counsel from other people. It's not every single time that you make decisions by yourself, because decisions that are made by yourself sometimes might not have the adequate support from others that might have been necessary in the decision that you were about to make. It's so key to encompass decision making into your realm of thought, and before making the decision, what prompts the decision that you're going to make. Hence, taking counsel from others might just be beneficial in the decisions that you're going to make, especially when you begin to utilize the skill of visualization and visualizing what you want from the decisions that you're making. This could be anything to do with success. We're in a period of jubilation, of times where you should be celebrating, you should be you know endeavoring on positive things. We're in that period of time. Well, for the most part, some of us are in that period of time, and it's about capitalizing on that particular type of energy and vibe. If that's the vibe that you're currently that you've currently encompassed into your life, it's about capitalizing on it. And the way in which you do so is, again, you wanna visualizing enables for a more perfect external image. If you're preparing yourself and visualizing what you want, obviously it being good. So I'm not talking about anything bad. These are for the people that are on a journey looking to achieve financial freedom, financial gain, looking to achieve happiness. Is in visualizing what you want from the world that you're able to endeavor on this type of things. Guys, girls, you need to avoid crime, avoid criminal activity. Make that a key point in the way in which you prepare yourself for for the day, for the week, for the month, for the year. You want to ensure that you're taking into account all of these types of things, and is in visualizing what you want, that you're able to hype yourself up. Because if you're visualizing what you want, then that's the path that you're most probably going to take, or that's the path that you're going to take, because you visualize what you want from your situation. And it's about capitalizing on your situation. It's not about looking at the negatives or the things that are going to lead you down criminal acts, but it's about focusing on the positives in the situations that you're in, and it's about capitalizing in regards to the situations that you're in as well. You want to take all actions positive in your situation. That's going to enable you to It's going to enable you to endeavor on a better paradigm. Your paradigm will be extensively great and good, and that's a real positive. When we talk about paradigms, we're talking about what things you're encompassing into your realm. into your spiritual realm. Hence why I typically try and begin the videos with a Bible scripture. It's not every single video, but some videos I tend to begin the video with a Bible scripture, the Holy Book. Remaining holy is key. It's very, very important. And practicing holy acts is, again, a very key importance to success and to what it is you're trying to achieve. If you're telling yourself that you can achieve what you want and you visualize what you want to achieve, more times out of 10, you're putting yourself in a better situation than the next person. And that's very important, because that boils down to everything you're probably trying to achieve right now in this instance. You want to begin to motivate yourself, and to motivate yourself in the right ways. If you're trying to achieve financial freedom, the ways in which you're most probably trying to do so is by, for example, applying for work. For example, endeavoring on a business venture. And is in these acts that you want to visualize what you want. You want to visualize what you want. For the most part, us people in the age range, people nearing the age of 30 years old, if you, for example, you're out of work, is that you're looking to get yourself back into work, and that's absolutely fine. But you need to visualize success. You need to visualize success over being unsuccessful. That's going to aid you in that journey, in getting that new job that you're looking for, getting that salary that you've been after for a period of time. And so it's about capitalizing the situation that you're in and making sure that you're utilizing every single resource to get to the destination that you're trying to get to, because that's the main importance. It's a very much turbulent world at the moment. It's very turbulent, but the things that you can control is yourself, which is the main thing. You have better control over yourself than anybody else. So to control yourself is the most important thing. It's the most important journey to go down, because that enables you to put yourself in positive situations. When you begin to visualize, when you begin the path of visualization, it puts you in that situation where you're able to visualize what you want and control all variables around what you want, because you're in control of yourself for the most part. And that's very, very important. And so that's why, again, going back to the beginning of the video, start with a Bible scripture. Encourage your wisdom. Endeavor on improving your wisdom. It's very, very important. The more your wisdom improves, the better person you are. You'll be more wise in situations than not. And that's very, very important, because that puts you in a situation where you're able to make decisions relative to good scripture. And that in itself would enable your acts to change for the better. And that's very, very important. So guys, it's about capitalizing on your situation. I know for a group of people that's not the easiest thing, but at the same time it's not about focusing on what's hard. It's about focusing on the situation that you're in and trying to improve it in every shape and form, because that's important. So where you find yourself is where you find yourself. But at the same time, if you're endeavoring on acts of good, and yourself to you're encouraging yourself to be that person that accepts relevant counsel into your decision making, then more times out of 10 you're gonna put yourself in a situation where you're essentially, sorting yourself out in the best ways possible. And that's very, very important. That's very, very important, because that again puts you in a situation where, you know, your decision making isn't compromised. And that is key. That is very, very important. So guys, begin to utilize visualization. Begin to sometimes close your eyes for a period of time and visualize what you want from the situation that you're in. That's key. Very, very, very important. It might sound repetitive. It might sound as though, for example, okay, I'm doing this, I'm doing it. But are you doing it properly? Because visualization is one thing. Your paradigm is your paradigm. What you use your time for is completely up to you. So if you're utilizing your time to visualize what you want on a daily basis, and you're putting in practices to get to that end goal, to get to where you want to get to, by the time you know it, you'll be so motivated to get to where you want to get to that you won't have time for anything else but what you want to achieve. And that in itself is golden. And it's only, the top percentage of people that are able to achieve this. It's not everybody that's able to achieve this. You have to take into account that not everybody is the same. Not everybody comes from the same walk of life. But if you're able to achieve that one feat by yourself, then you've done it already. And then it just takes continuous improvement, continuous work on yourself, which is key. And the more you're able to do this, the more you'll be able to get to that end goal, and that area of financial freedom that you've been looking to achieve, that period of time that you've been looking to get to, where you're able to buy your parents out. You're able to sort them out so much so that they're not having to think of anything else, because on a financial level, they're at a point in time where nothing else matters but themselves and the money that they've managed to accumulate. And how happy would that make you as an individual feel, knowing that you've been able to sort your parents out on a financial level? I know for me, that would put me on top of the moon. That would actually put me on top of the moon, metaphorically. I would be so chuffed if I'm able to do that. And sometimes you have to ask God. You ask God, because He's the Almighty. He's the He's the all-knowing. He's the all-loving. You ask Him for these things, and He will give it to you. You just have to endeavor on asking. You have to endeavor on acts of reconciliation. And it's in these acts that, more times out of 10 you're able to get what you want. But you have to start from somewhere. So it's not to say that you're not going to get to where you want to get to. It's to say that you have to continue trying, because that's important. The attempts to continue to try to get to where you want to get to, even if you make mistakes, because nobody's perfect in this world. Even if you make mistakes, the more you're able to continue to try, and this is from a financial standpoint. This is from a a spiritual standpoint, because nobody in this world is perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody on this world is higher than God. So you're gonna make mistakes along your journey. No excuse to anything major. No, no, no. But ultimately, you are gonna make mistakes. It's how you work on these things, and it's what you visualize. It's what you visualize out of these things. If you're visualizing what you want, well, you've made it. For most people, visualizing, for most people, images and practical work is normally a little bit easier than theory and than reading. So by scanning and seeing images of the successes that you want, of the icons that you might be looking to meet, it's all about just being able to focus. Focusing is key. Focusing is very, very important. That's gonna put you in a situation where you'll be able to get to where you want to get to. Very, very, very important. So, guys, stay focused. Stay looking for what you want to achieve. That's very important. And stay galvanized by the visualization that you're endeavoring on, by the images that you're trying to capsulate of financial freedom and financial success, because it's you that's able to empower these visions onto yourself. And it's through endeavoring on reconciliation and through asking God that you're able to empower yourself to gain or to achieve what you're trying to achieve. So guys, remain by the Bible, practice good over evil, and guys, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Boy Solo Slips. Peace.